de o ye nti ye gu aware no eno no ye different ansa na ekwan bez na ye mfa nche properties ai wa aware num ai ye equitable eno so ye different
okay
enti no sa cheating na ankofo bi gina so de ye eni effect bi a effect e wa ne se eno nti ene ye gina so gu aware ye no
okay
because ebia bibisa no ema enipa na wa cheat on no may not be ready to reconcile and I say okai bia na ebetimi kra ma ebia wa cause damage and I say what do yi ha enti se wo gina no so e de kokota court betimi gina say nwa ware no why am I saying this? I'm saying this because as enkofu bi gina cheating ni to say o cheating enti no eno ye ma compensation on
okay
se unu obi twempana ana no obi aware na o cheating a ye nyina so ma compensation
okay
especially with a man cheating no cry de nye because in our marriage in customary marriage you know be ma cheat kra na any effect bia ba oba cheat e o effect and ndi kra na even in our customary you know marriage ayaye no say bema ekuchiti na say oyo ba na bia wagina no so say odi ko gwa ware e beka cho say na say bema no otumi ware bebri enti no wachiti ene say e person ware sa oba na ka enti na nye issue bia point am di make an say outside moral issues cheating is a big deal
okay
and enti amanfo be gina so their cancel no hwan but you court to them court enyina cheating so emfa compensate you bi court enyina cheating so emfa nye sika mo bi ana emfa nche obi ntum say ade no cheating me chuatum court enye sa
okay
cheating ne de ne effect an say betimi aboa ma opesi egu aware na ye gina so e de egu aware na ma eno an effect awo and we hear no free wa then how to share the marital properties. I think a hono ena akofa asemaba na no kra no I think the biggest one of them all sika na ye de ma oba na o si isan. Apart from that me ni kra say amanfo can be more about ebia maintenance and I think there 1 or 2 be or more kan no and some maybe or one can be busy and you yes and kofu bi can about cheating no nisika no by oko court na so mu di asem na omo mfasa cheating ni nyehwe
okay
because adwuma cheating ni be na ayawi adwuma na be ya ne say okay yenyina so ngu aware no enti yegu aware ni wi okay ene ye nche properties e wa aware no enti properties na ye che na ekwan be so na ye be fa cha e equitable and as ye hu ni say e ye fair obia enya de o deserve eho ene ye wo sabre
okay
enti no sa appeal no kra abemu no I think the appeal no mo de akono omo main issue a omo be argue ye say ebia nema na ye cheye no ya nchen yi nti omo pese court no ejina so na onchen yi I think that's the argument that omo kwa ko make be apart from no bibia ma say o the more cheating ko kan ho any effect bia yes bia ebia cheating ni conduct bi hwan benya effect no personal on say ebia your judge bi wo ho a ono ebia obi cheati ema away anything no emotionally no connecting in a way and if you push that direction na no hu a obetimi I hwehwe law nim say obetimi agina bibi so e de agi bibi ama wa be ye o say ebia o panishe na e wo ho.
Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shaxi. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
Family, have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle.
with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Yo, Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I introduced my new smartphone devices into the market, which is the Hotway Cyber 16 Pro SM series. As you can see, it's fresh, box to it's shiny. That's Hot Wave. I come show you how the phone they look like. And I tell you, this will not be just any phone. You understand me? It come with a travel adapter. This be the manual. This be the pin way. You know, you could take open way or SIM card. And it gets in USB too. So they come with 2 cords. You understand me? And you know they're almighty. This is what I'm talking about. You love it. It's beautiful. And this be one of the phones where I tell people when you fall, your screen will crack. And this one you go keep for water inside for 3 days. If you doubt me, come. That's my new brand, you know, my new device. And I want you guys to just know that as I understand you.
Nka yende ye jinde nka after efwa asantu asingaton ni awaru nsam no nka obechel anse beti there oh this celebi ona nukun ananeer wonya problem ana they are on the edge of divorce yanka down sora. The biggest, one of the richest mugu in Ghana. Ayana different RNAQ, Richard Nyamakwe, Nail say or seek for divorce. And some no occupy court. I'm a court man verdict there. And yama a wife from that is Miss Joanna or demand day. It is too much into court in a day. Woman nyama like court she said there. The me and I said that what them a year no. Na ka yadwen there ono de nka wa court am a final verdict no nka na hin. But still the wife ne say Dabi only Richard Nyamakwe on starting no. Richard had nothing. He had he didn't had shishi no kobo. Ono no na bread for so many years. And my Richard in them properties as is a ye ka Ghana hade. Ya boni dina ya was some title bia ya dreman enti nama court no what dreman dey on sonini or more e ma wall appeal on in case them is a Richard Demas then now when I was starting I had money na mu sika mu bibia ansamuba walo wedding I spent a lot ayenya wedding now. Oh yes, kukuruko kesekor o Ghana hade. Oh but then, and your man kasa marry yamo. You didn't even contribute a penny. So why are you demanding all these things? And there on the Road Talk Show right here on Sammy Flex TV, many chamo na ye baba chuchum komo on the happenings of Richard Nyamakwe on an nail. Since yade nail no on kasa, but people around here are the one talking. Richard Nyama so ako delay show aka kanin semnia aka cheche the part of his story, but people are saying and from the camp of Joanna ne ex-wife no or say or damage control and then na mekeno na chemu na yebaba chichum komo on the Road Talk Show. Shemo
yeah desert
asemo dey nka me jinsenka fu asanto na be last but yeah RNQ
RNAQ.
Na be RNQ and RNQ.
Richard Nyamakwe RNAQ. Okay. RNAQ. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Almost na abetoja. But what is happening? It's like each and every day there are divorces. People are seeking for divorce.
Yeah.
In marriages.
Yeah. Oh, I know the anything new. Normal say divorce there you say bibraba but the interesting one mama and I say obi a wabo bread baby no so no na semba say the canon a different from say ordinary person there because I can bet you say any ya can say me cry no momo hwe cry obi die on divorce cry nam kwan obi dey koso at the same time obi nso register ne dey omo be wedding in fact omo planning
sure
wedding ni kra ba so or doing social media bloggers beba na dey any name omo be use and all those things in the end it's part of life ka ho Richard Niama Queen in the wife asem no ababa be he because of Richard Niama Queen popular and based on the who ska and you know sa na mani nyina aka ho a ma manfo ani dey akiri and for some reason ebinumo eteki sites right from the onset ye omo pe Richard Niama Queen asem omo be kan ko once and ye omo pe Joanna and so asem omo so be kan ko be bi ombeko and based on that no ebi be twantrocraft in the name of Abia Obwa Richard Niama Queen and asa Obwa Joanna. Okay. It's as simple as that. You know, say koba ye choka no de me anyamwa. Sa na ni party ye enche ye cry ye hu dad lumba de ono kra wawu no. Aha, she de. She ono kra wawu no. O ma kan ma to date. Omoda so kama no cry see de obi akokọ to ho a enche no so beba and as see anto social media nti ababa be ye adwuma mankrofo bi eye huge content amanfo pe ensem ni bi ati amanfo pe ensem ate afade ekoso no nti no enkofo bi nso fa eno ho de kan ensem de wom ene de enimu nyina eno nti na ama ye hu de ye hu enye bibi foforo bia na mum Niama Queen oye popular na wosan woska no de de ya nsem bi si ba amanfo ani be de akire no maka no bebre. Okay,
with Niama Queen say e beka no then na what for divorce no.
Oh, interesting. Me I read the judgment now about out no from the beginning no judge ne kekan sembia ma amanfo bi ani anya na ha omoye no but no ansem no makanda me kai say ye you know ye show based dealing me kai say ye free bibi obita dictum and I say obita dicta based on plural and singular me kai say sa ansem na ne kan no sa obita no judge ne kan no and can judgment no no ye in law no ye friend no saying something in passing and no all man judgment no no can be in passing say oba no kra no ho fe obetimi aware foforo and o kekan sansem bi no say onim adwuma obeya ana investment obeya this 16 years obenya 50 million Ghana cedis no ba be pese waware be mantino yemfa say sika ne mano no eno no na obita you know judge no emeki but enkofu bi gina no so e ka say judge no judgment no na den but ebinum okra na ebi o man go through case ni sa o man he judgment ni mu yie enti no mde beka judge no ne judgment no o chemu miensa the first part no baby o kan se enkra no ehwem ene said de say ye man kra no comfortable ni ade nti no busumi bia ye mo 50,000 5,000 for enkra no maintenance na afi ifia omutimu no omo enche obanfa I think 1/3 of it o dance my fee no and a cast me no so the ma oba no ne ade eno ne one side of it and oba the other side and you know obe her maintenance no eko mankura no one side and efie no any cars near the property na the ma oba no the second side of it. The third leg no compensation no na oba ne pe no 5 or no cop ball 50 million Ghana cedis no and court no man 3 million and based on that no ebisi isa wasisi no enti no omoko appeal no makwa kwa say judge no betimi aye ho bibia ba say sika no say maintenance ni say me Martin nipa bibro mo ka say enkura miensa na 5,000 maintenance allowance di so ne ade but eno no eyi nka ho enkura no eyimu omo yare no mo school fees ne ebi akra bi yare no call hospital enye say sika no still
okay
RNAQ ene bekwa akotua sa hospital base no RNQ na bekwa akotua enkra no school fees and no sa eno ne nka sa maintenance no aha and in this case no maintenance no say ye guess ya betumi aka say ebi ebeye omonta de shem ene aduane umbedi no ofie
okay all right
aha e betumi aka ne sa omonta de shem ne aduane umbedi ne fie ane ebia trip bi short trip bi aba omo ko bi ne hwan ne adade no aha but the major other things are also here to say almost school fees, which is important in the day. Still RNQ any bit here. And again in the judgment, judge ne ka say obane de betune nim say enka business no one in a year RNQ start business no aye kese anything ka judge ni nyina so na eno so no onfa enyi sika ne bi mana na bibisa by judge ne ka say corporate bodies and say company no a separate legal entity on its own and ye fan say company no o nipa a artificial person and no say o say usika wo company ne ho and say o kan won na company no me adu sa na obetimi the company na court na court ahwese ampa usika wo na court na yi ni odia ewo mama no enti no ono no court no ohun se sa asem no mo beka no sa company no marital property ena wa ba be chedo de ama aha enti court no judge we na odi asem no ohun ni se company marital property. I think people should take notice of that. And you know, say who say usika and I say who deserve bibi o ubetimi the company na court to say usika o company no ho no oje based on contribution kwanya company is ye wo kwanya fa so yes men fa nkoshe our rim because company enye marital property.
Okay.
Sa na judge ne kan no ntino say omope opeso onye bibi free company ni ma ese osan de court ba okwa onko court say meni ai RNAQ aja aware o enti no company no momfa me de ma me da bi obekọ say company no waye contribution ewom
and shareholder in the company
exactly enti based on that no ese company no edit ono ne shares no either by giving her money to liquidate on shares no and I say we be going forward no company ni make profit bia need you sa ene we say sa na judgment no koy but you see amount for is so emotional say omo enhwe judgment no sa emotions ene ye adwuma aha ena emotions na ye adwuma na it is based on allegations aba bebre binum no kre ne de enye no kre ma hu se RNQ eba RNAQ eba delay show sure say obaba be yi ne ho ano won sem bi ho ma hu se there's a divided opinion about that one too binum sisikani de wa mama kasa na trimu na
sikan wuyi na affect bia
aha ena obintu se na jese de oba na kan bia maja tum ze no kre oba ba be yi ne ho ano zo amose moma enti nka moma me yi ne ho ano ne yense ni din saa na eno ena akakoye two opinion koso sabri enti so far no the mehu afa ho no judgment ni is an interesting one and I think say judge no or the judgment no obey no on certain legal principles for me a difficult to turn it but say almost the court appeal say a be a judgment na nko yi ntino judge for front and I said judge be any judge back or panel judges or munche no munya who be no. It's an interesting one, and we live to see. They ever heard there and also Bakwasi.
All right, okay, Chamo. And with RNQ on issue, no, I think he said they are quite divided. Sisia Kofu two side two side Nakasa.
I dead Lumba,
and
legal wife, no
husband and wife team. But this time around, Joanna is not talking. People around her and her Kasa. We say a sister. At the other hand, so Joanna, kid brother, say, sa lady na all claiming, say her sister only knew a baby.
Yeah.
On Cooler, there's a headless
YouTuber,
Joanna brother, Ekotana Emma, a granting interview, and all can say, all these things are happening. It is Obi. And a abonity po, and nimpan on your moti, no moti, and your friend scratch, and all total in some,
urbanity,
with a young in summer, Juan, kid, ni junior brother, or Nicola interview Moyano, near bar, pick it up from there, yes.
Okay, nice one.
So, a honor some community, and I to try and I know. Like, I never heard anything until I got to know the issue has been taken to court.
Right. So in this whole thing, if you could talk to her, she's not talking to you now, but hopefully she will watch this video. If she's watching this video right now and you have one advice for her, this is your camera. If you can look into her eyes and tell her something as a brother, what will you tell her? Just that's your camera. Just look into her. Talk to Joanna.
Tell her that we should stop listening to whoever is feeding her information. The person has already caused her harm. The person has already caused her harm. Whatever has happened, he should just let go. Right, actually. If she feels she has been hurt, and at the end of the day, someone is feeding you with like negative information, just sit down yourself. Go deeper yourself, like go deep down yourself and actually rethink about everything. She rethink about everything, then analyze them. She should ask herself questions, right? You should just ask yourself questions. It's very difficult you being with someone, and at the end of the day, you are departing from the person, and it's like on the partner the whole like as a only partner shall then in some way sorry yeah. But you see, sometimes there are certain things you don't need not to do. And I don't blame her. I blame the person feeding her with the information.
Okay.
I don't blame her. Anything that she will say,
anything that she will say. Talk to her, so don't say I don't blame her. Say,
oh, yes.
I don't blame you.
I don't.
Like,
I don't blame
you
as
a talking
Joanne.
to your sister.
But at the end of the day, who I blame is what's his name? Scratch.
Okay.
Because if Scratch wasn't in this picture, I can boldly tell you everything would have been perfect. If Scratch wasn't in this whole thing, everything would have been perfect. I'm not a saint. Scratch is not a saint. But there are things Scratch has done. My sister knows. And if him Scratch is actually, he's actually aware. If he knows that if this thing that he's doing, if someone is doing it to him, will he be okay? Will he feel comfortable? Because he has a girlfriend, he has a kid. I'm not supposed to say some certain things. He has done a whole lot, which personally I know. So if what he is doing, if someone is doing it to him,
wait day go back at nanka minya day asama tuma, you should be on my side. But with Juan's brother in some Kenya, and he's in support of what we like, not in support, like Ote Rechanyama Kwe nature, because whatever his sister is doing on any team, Obi in a old feeding. Chemu.
Yeah. We some way ba na amavori ate na be say enipa ankasa enye reasonable. Enipa ankasa enye how do I put it? Like enipa penokre. Like let me put it that way. Enipa penokre. Almost say amanfo accuse ne brother
no
say ade na wo sister enya asem na woko ka bia ma obi ana wako enti say wo sister sebi odi nkwasasem kura na yeso ota na chi ana in this case nya sa na tie mum say onka say bia ne sister ye bibi boni bia ono no pese o ka say asem we nya asem anka ese duru ba bia duru no ono hu ni say ne sister betimi agya akiredi ana say obetimi aka ma na twa na enkodwe ba bia akon but you see people are ignoring the fact say ebi kra na we hu say bia ne sister asem onye de ana say ne sister nsem bi wo ho a ne sister odi obi achi na eye nti ehun hia no omunwene no ho obi e ka say na wo sister nya asem na wo ndi na ti wo sister endu sister edi nkwasa asem kra so di na chi ana enipa na reasonable and I bet you say me fan say eye bibi foforo bi e bianka eye obvious say ne sister na bibi bone kra na people will expect say obe support your sister no not to tell the truth or let's do what is right. No, it's about supporting the person now to them. No, you or yeah, where you can there. It's on in the was link. You know, say you owe her that support regardless of whatever is happening. And not just say nipa mpenokre. Obia or baby or no one or bepe reasons why ojina baby or one. You just find a reason to be reasonable in that sense.
Okay.
There, Ninya air kind there, simple or not. The person say there's a person in a picture or no na air cause trouble. Or no, when they say Bianca, this is an unqua. Even as some of her crananka on fan could do baby a dream. Now that's scratching. So I think say in an interviewer a Richard Niamakwe or no so boss scratch na din okay. And according to him no or this scratch no na ofani se ni nua time or your business no na scratch no around enti one ne call one ne ba odi na chi omo ya ade a ono eneme koyi ama no and o ka say oh me nua no time I start ya me wo me one bedroom ne hwan nyina no udi machi my ya bobra ekoyi ma me ametimi asisi dan no enti no or catch a scratch in the crash. Omra metro mufi obi. Yes. Because they have a big house. Only for scratch to come and cause this havoc is no. And yes, bia scratch na aye dear ebe mama mene ye de oye no but they omu hu ni say according to Richard Niamakwe you know ba ne nua be man so de atoso no. Omu hu ni say scratch no feedi lady ni information bi no na ma lady ni take actions na o take no. I think in Niamakwe submission or can or baby say omo kachire oba ne say okujana obeba be iskeni because ebeji sika bibra mano and said the 50 million Ghana cedis ekoye na na anko basa no mu hu ni say a person like scratch no etechire na o hye ne sa akutupa ne say kujano ye beji scam on ne ade fa ne court and all those things and all the call ya anko ankodu sa ye wo ba bia ye dre endi na omo push scratch no. Interesting angle me person kofu bi pay attention. There were technical side of taking people to court and there were emotional and public sympathy and all those things. I just said there is, you know, and also any bibia. And when you take issue to court, not a marital issue, strictly based on some legal principle. The court. Okay. And in same be or man for wa bontia or more can. No court down no cry na remo. Ebi wo ha ye be friend court down ho abobo. Court down ho abobo ni ye say court a omo kan asem ni wi a wo pie free court ho ba animu ho na enkofu bi nzu di o masem no ho ha omo kire o madwin like judge na anya de lawyer we onye good ni wa omo kire o madwin o court down ho abobo and as I say no I extend aba TikTok any ade eni ti no mate bibi ti say delay busa you know Richard Niamakwe say yes na no secondary school e ho na mo start ye na o ka say secondary school no mo body no kra no enye no kre secondary school bi ani ho baby ese o na ehia mo na mo da one bedroom e na hwan na o se o enye no kre na o no kra sa time no ye adwuma mehu obi nso a o de Richard Niamakwe picture abeto na o se o hwe ne dressing na we dey o sikani na sikani dress
that's a brand Louis Vuitton na there
sandi pana o kata no wo hu Mark Zuckerberg dana ala wo hu Elon Musk kra dressing da
me o dey men ko even ka yem da
mama wo hu Ibrahim Muhammad dressing da wo hwe obi dressing say me hwe dressing na niska eno de sebi hiafo kasa in fact sikafo kra enim omo no omon dress kuntan na obi wakoka say o hwe ne dress na oniska no escafo bebra enim omo no they don't dress like that because at that point no he has nothing to prove in terms of say owiska no and no omo dress kuntan no majority ye broke because say or the dressing no compensate sad no so or dressing na hunu kuntan na also oni hwe escafo dresses are entino omu gina pictures in this
but I say chuba so
omu gina pictures in this so e dey ajaje say Richard Niamakwe boa because obi se hwe ne belt bi a now one with scafo belt that the belt bi a se no the sika ne wan no it's not good enough and again sansem no enka o de kokoto a ye nyina eno so emfa ni asem bia o se na o sika one ne start e no ni hwe ni adade nda bi o ye nyina eno so mfa ni asem o ye gina o evidence a chese what make a contribution in the person's life
okay
eno kwa nya wano na ade be kan keke say o prove with evidence contribution what make you nipa ne life ansa na ye betumi agina say oh why make it significant impact in dey bia o deserve something better no ye be kai equitably like I said there should be equity in sharing marital properties
okay
in the name bi okra nya marital property said the judge ne ka say sa company no enya marital property eno akoka say yemra meche no company no entity on its own obetimi the company na court any the whoever is in charge court na wakoka no ajusika enye court asemu ena all the company bebema aba I say nyina so enyi bibima exactly the same way and you know there are technicalities in there enkofu bi ntiase say onene sha say o SHS na oni no hwe o hwe ne picture cry na oni scan ho eno ema ho another one say amanfo taking notice cheating no ebinum say na owo girls miensa o someone baako eti dance man dan baako isle krasako ni ade a omoka no yes it could be true in fact mehu obi nso kra video I think Clement video na or pointing out the fact say sa cheating ni ade no court no be man no unresponded
okay
etu sa cheating say yes now no ba we twempra na ne wan ye no ni nyina no be man na respond say bia oboa ampa ana say nti wan no wan respond and ebinum wonder why I bia wan respond ojidi say ebenya effect. The reason is that in that marital case no cheating only effect cheating one say is an evidence to prove say the marriage has broken down beyond reconciliation into yebetimi agu no and it's all the cheating kwa it is just to prove say our no baby adun there ye can bo ma enye yengu no that is the effect, nothing more nothing less. And you say all the call cheating mu or no cheat or any effect be apart from say and so ne be gina dey gu our no
okay
that's the only effect. Yem punish obi for cheating or adultery as we call it. So obi commit adultery na ebia based on that o de no court a yen ka say because of adultery ninti no ye be ha na say ye be jisika amount ana ye consawam ana dabi the effect e wan say oh adultery we there eno na wujina so there and the jitum say moka boma enye yinti ye gu aware that's the effect eno ntino say o de obi to say Richard Niama ko court na say wa cheat enti uko jana na say one respond there on to person ka say o de mefa based on court standard wa jatum say wa cheat enti yengu aware that's it eno no any effect bia yen ka say because on the cheat enti no ye be the property ni nyina ma and as on the cheat enti ye be ma more properties ye nya ni sa e ba bia ye nyina cheating so any property ma obi ana ye nyina cheating so emfa nkoche obi ntuma na bibi the only effect and say oh say we so na ugina say enu ntino yengu aware na there okay fine ye be gu no that's it enu ntino on say enkofu bi ejina sa ena o nimpna doso ena oni we nam ha na omuma evidence na ade no enu no any effect bi asa o apart from say ebetimi am agu aware no any effect biasa enti kra na e bia be ma no wa respond to sa part no because no yemfa say waje atum enti waje atum enti den anti yengu aware no
no first person we cheat
ana say wa cheat na yegu aware na enti say yegu aware no ekwan a ye fa so che aware no property no e different from conduct the oye ya nti yegu aware no eno no ye different ansana ekwan beze ne yemfa nche properties ai wa aware no ai ye equitable eno so ye different
okay
and no sa cheating na ankofu bi gina so de ye any effect bia effect e wa ne se eno nti ene ye gina so gu aware no
okay
because ebia bibisa no ema enipa na wa cheat on may not be ready to reconcile and I say okai bia na ebetimi kra ma ebia wa cause damage and I say what do we ha enti say wo gina eno so e de kokota court betimi agina say enwa ware no why am I saying this? I'm saying this because as enkofu bi gina cheating ni to say o cheating enti no eno ye ma compensation on
okay
se onu obi twempana ana no obi aware na o cheat a ye nyina so ma compensation
okay
especially with a man cheating no cry de nye because in our marriage in customary marriage no be ma cheat cry na any effect bia ba oba cheat e o effect and in the cry even in our customary marriage ayaye no say bema ekuchiti na say oyo ba na bia wagina no so say odiko ugwa ware e beka cho say na say bema no utimi ware bebri enti no wachiti ene say e person ware sa oba na ka enti na nye issue bia point am di make an say outside moral issues cheating is a big deal
okay
and enti amanfo be gina so they can say no hwan but you court to them court enyina cheating so emfa compensate you be court enyina cheating so emfa nye sika mo bia na emfa nche obi ntum say ade no cheating me chuatum court enye sa
okay
cheating ne de ne effect an say betimi aboa ma opesi egu aware na ye gina so e de egu aware na ma eno an effect awo and we hear no free wa then how to share the marital properties. I think a hono ena akofa asemaba na no kra no I think the biggest one of them all eyesikana yedema obana osi isano. Apart from that ni kra say amanfo can be more about ebia maintenance and I think there 1 or 2 be or mo kan ye no ansa mabiem or mo kan be bisa enu yes enkofu bi can about cheating no nisika no by oko court na so mu di asem na omo mfa cheating ni nye hwe
okay
because adwuma cheating ni be na ayewi adwuma na be ya ne say okay yenyina so ngu aware no enti yegu aware no ya okay ene ye nche properties e waware no enti properties na ye che na ekwan be so na ye be fa cha e equitable anaze ye hu ni say e fair obi enya de o deserve ho ene ye wo sabre
okay
enti no sa appeal no kra abamu no I think the appeal no mo de akono omo main issue a omo be argue ye say ebia nema na ye cheye no ya nchen yi nti omo pese court no ejina so na onchen yi. I think that's the argument that omo kwa ko make be apart from no bibia ma say o the more cheating ko kan ho ho any effective ya yes bia ebia cheating ni conduct bi ho benya effect no personal on say ebia your judge bi wo ho a ono ebia obi cheat ema we anything no emotionally no connecting in a way and if you push that direction I know hu a obetimi I hwehwe law nim say obetimi agina bibi so de agi bibi ama we be ye o say ebia o panishe na e wo ho. But I think judges will not go that direction. They will just follow the principles of the law and how to go about things like this. They will go about that. Cheating, or any starting no more young cry, one may not have bigger effect on the whole issue. Osha judgment nearby anymore. Judge Neka say there were properties here. Obano edi ba say enka ye nyima no anase omunche enka apart from company na judge na yisi nchente dabi because company na legal entity and so opa on go sue company no ne owner no na onye ne share no other properties bi o ha obano de ba ya judge no ese wehu evidence papa bi e kire say e marital property because say oka say adene a marital property na okra no unse da nimba bi e location a ode ma na enkoyi a e de na ade a oka ho no unse da nimba bi e onti no e onema bi o ha judge ne san aka say we the or the marital property no ho eni because evidence I support no e weak into no oyi no susu chinchen. Now I think the burden is on appellant na na say omo ya appeal no in this case no so ebiom be prove say oh there were enough evidence enye say afi no mo kofa aba there oho dada no another challenge ne say sa appeal na omo kono based on Ghana laws ne ade na aye no unless new evidence na ode ba no ebetimi a change something significant and again when to me am because of a reasonable situation bia now ye hu hwa enye yo in fact say wo evidence a be kra na ye solid e be boa o case no na say at the time now o dey back court first no there was a like enough opportunity for you to bring it by one farmer edru appeal wa ye nye o
okay enti dia wo dey court first
no na o dey ba appeal undimi mfa foforo bia meka ho sa
okay
say ye beje foforo na tuma e ho na ye bebusa say aden na one farmer from the beginning no we nya sem papa bia anka ye bebo atogu
okay
say a reasonable why you couldn't bring it say bia my lord at the time no na baby e wo no ukoje a ebikura na bibi betimi ayew ana se enipa na ode yeso ode ba no ana se oban mefa se ebikura opese ode witness biba na want me just say enipa no na oyare kra ma ebia owu de ne ba enye afi na ne ho atono kakra obetimi anante by no an say urefi ana bibi
urefi
yenye ntum and no okọ and say okọ appeal na eye evidence na odi akodada na ugina so e dey make you case o undimi fa foforo bia me count. That's the standard unless you can prove with reason a better court na assume say new one na odi ba no ebia is critical and it can change something. Na no kra no you should give a better reason for the court to accept it. And yes, Anna, court no crime may see say, well, ABI evidence we there. All the baby change be but still on bet me a boy. Say you had the opportunity to bring it, and our environment and it should go against you.
Okay, but with properties, some sharing of properties, or bar side normal case only Richard Nyama and started from scratch because almost share now Richard only be. But on the other hand, Richard case on delay show no. Obe worry girl no bibi no wa call UK sometimes on one sika and no call UK or call bibi and oba back no I think oba back no lady no why not to talk as obi wa call UK Ghana nya wa call UK there oba de obe ga obe sisi no ama ototo nyama but in the ladies circle no omo ka say na oba ni sika and Richard Nyama e de call UK ya we dey enkotie nsama Richard Nyama kwe oka e wo delay show na ye the way so ye time lady no only trouble colors yes live session TikTok no ye kan nyambom na ye ba na ya rap ya kwa se na so yakọ
sa pepepe
the picture nko for paint say I say debi ebe ye bi or ebi o won net na be 10 years na mo di hia nsa na I say wanya sika bi na afa dey ref you know it's not like it seems as if it's not like that. The way you are saying the story, no? Because 2 years, 3 years, and China has start to hit here. And you know now,
yes, I was working before I married her.
Yes.
I started a business, and so I make her worry. Oh, and see, you worry, you know. I started making money before I went to marry her because your wedding, me family your wedding. Once the ground in her.
Okay.
I did all share, BBI, everything, engagement, near money, BBI, me sick and medical worry.
Okay.
So if I never had money, I couldn't have married because we had a very luxury. Wedding, what I say, it was a very luxury wedding.
Okay.
So I had money before I got married to her. Okay. So I spent a lot of money marrying her.
Okay, so there's this particular picture where I say you're wearing this red shirt is circulating online. And for say that time na hiao or no na like obuawa na fedi and wabinye sika. You've seen that at the American. Yeah. At that time, na we take that picture. What was the occasion?
So at that time, no, I think we went for a social. Events.
Okay.
You know, as couples. We went to a social event.
Were you poor when you took that picture?
I had my car. I was driving her in my car.
Okay.
It was before I married her, I bought a car.
Okay.
My VW Passat. I bought my car.
It's VW now than it's nice.
Yes, my Passat.
Also ACC no so.
AC good so.
And now then they call events.
They call events.
And thing say they are not here and now we try that.
Oh, yeah, no worry no. Your engagement anyway. My car I use here.
Okay.
I use my car.
And now then they call you.
And okay. I had a car before I got married.
Is that
the transfer, which I'll send you? We shall. The transfer, they have a joint account.
I have my privilege and your joint account.
Aha. Yeah. Into when joint account, no, so sharp. The money never joint account anymore. By 80% to 90% came from Joanna. And I will share timer. Joint account, was Fikane woman was withdrawn. It was during that time, Nana Richard, took Echo UK.
Yeah. And so was at that time, no umuni hompo, but no more joint account.
Baby, they were together. They were together. Because only to know Muni Honoma, so how come they have joint account?
Yes. Said delay interview him no, not as a person say, na umuni hosa, na quite say. I say they were trying to get to know each other. BBC and person can't me who joint account. No, I was a little bit surprised. And I'm saying, hey, wow.
It's how only be ni ho now only ni pana kwa joint account. Is it? I mean, Yansan was some more kind of. So you see, delay did not prop because delay I mean, they know what they are doing. And
on top of that, time I know UK no now on edge one I know my woman boy.
No more now way.
Okay.
No more way. Almost Ghana in 2011. No more way.
Oh, okay.
Aha. That time no go UK. No can no more worry. No more champion. It was boyfriend.
Yeah, go.
So they decide that.
Chamo.
Interesting one.
I had to use
Yeah.
Who the engine?
Very simple. Long who say. Court down home come they say I need dinner.
Okay.
And the omumi no dinner nyana court down come.
Okay.
Ye mfa nko court enko kan say de o maka no no wa bra be dia tum emfa on say Richard Niamakwe say ono na oye okay ono na sponsor omo wedding and enu ni say omo na omo ka say na ehia no na ye hwan mi hu say obi abe deny say enyo na ye obi ameka say wedding no enye Richard Niamakwe na sponsor ya na oba na ye contribution o say ono na ye ono na ye wedding no bibia obi ame deny and it should tell you something.
Okay.
And now the other side and they say, "Oh, no, Niska. In fact, he was as poor as church mouse. And no say, metia extreme.
Okay.
The man extreme. They say, sebi, or baby no or bewaro be here.
Oh, sure.
And they say, oh, kasa ebi ana onisi kasa ba kasa na here na to say. Church mouse I
say go phone I saw them kura
say I saw at the current man for cancer and say on say I saw them no yem fashion wo instruments near that day enti no ye kura na wo sorry them unya hwe ni unya hwe nwe enti ne ka say ye ka say here obi ti say sorry them kura what it means is say I saw them on hwe ni ho kura na kura na konya akonya awe the same way enti no say o describe obi a o cousin o say o sister ready to live with or man wedding what time o be wedding na oni no hwea enka o sister no kra nko onye
sure
na o kra o cousin ka that time o be di na tem say be ma oni hwi we dey na o ma na ware enti no I think say omo emra from kakra was ane ma no and again munyina maji atumu say okwa abruchiri ba ansa na o be ware no no crash should tell you something.
Okay.
Hey, boga, obe ware wa house oni no hwe. Come on. I think that the omo accuse Richard Niamakwe of doing say ebia contribution be oba na ye wona brabom no as a ompese obe acknowledging the same way as a omo so mpese omo ba gi atum say Richard Niamakwe enso so abon homodin wa brabom as a obi akọ extreme they are not ready to concede. Say obia ono boga wakotena brochiri akoye aduma enyeska eba Ghana habe wedding osi oni no hwe. What are you talking about? Enka muka say bi kra oye wedding ni ewie ansa na okwa brochira maybe okoji bosi akra na de ye wedding hwan it will be reasonable but watimi akwa brochiri aba Ghana osi oni no hwe. Come on, more can be before from.
But okay, but and okay.
Minue mamemfa and finish with ina almost circulating no. Sa account na almost
joint account.
Almost joint account na sika bi dem ni adade almost.
I don't know lady ni man or the call
UK no court down commode ubetimi ayesa. But the problem with it in say sikana na dem no wan na de kotum no ye bebusa wo.
Okay.
Enko ye say ye hwe so no na akoyi na
within a world
ozu na say be man na de kotum no se koyi bra eno so entino ye hwe say sikana na dem no oba na koyi o enti oba na dia da bi and follows our logic no.
Okay. That's like can be a rich boy.
Can
be a boss can.
Na wudi na so na akoyi enu dia court down hon komo na.
Okay.
Sa oba no oni Carlos ebedi ye no.
Okay.
Na say ogo prove beyond say una okoyi sika no. Una de kotum mu. Okay. Okoyi ni hin na de kotum mu. Na wo ye adwuma ben.
Okay.
Say obi a obabi owo Carlos entimi the on say omo accuse delay say as questions na obusebusa you know
as a damage
control question as now on said that hard hitting like delay we know Carlos in the cry can be no the same things on so yeah we or the adiachro or say evidence no sikana also no oba na koyiye ba wa musan say oba na de kotum so on na de kotum no ya adwuma ben onya say sika no de kotum yi man ne boy at the time on di me musan sa ebi kra Richard ni amakwe na no why joint account all right but ono na edisika suma ema wo de koto account tum
so odo asase dey
na edru ba bi no se koyi bra me a wo se wo na koyi sika come on the same thing na omo accuse delay no omo so ye and for me yes and American we nyina court down home komo obetimi aka but eno ye mfa nwura court because all the nwura court pe sa ayi paper no mo de ba na circulate ne ho no o de court a e bebusa wo se wo na o de kotum mu yanka se o na akoyi nti wo dia enye logic sa logic ni follow sa se o na akoyi nti wo dia like you are saying ya suma mo akoyi skada wo din ne be sha no nti no zo ko print obi statement na say sika mi yi koma no na ya dia tu so weak it's not enya outsider we won't mean fan court man enru baby e be say ye be bo atu aguntem kra court down commode it makes sense and in the kra na ade beba so open so prove say ampanes can you there you have to start from baby ana aye adwuma sika na wunya any sika na ode kotum one can no na o say wako print statement within esha no there o there David ebetumi kra ba say sika ni nyina no Richard ni amakwe na de kotum e na o si koyi bra enti no emfa o so o chiremu ye ama manfo hu say you are making a lot of sense
but with his scam I think the lawyer first no the old lawyer is some funny nye adwuma biom where the new lawyers that is Godfrey Dami or about release press statement like I say yes indeed Richard had nothing sikano yes lady no and the koyi and a lady no and a lady ne dia and the man Richard the call UK no
on problem wo ho na lawyer kasasa tenase o na ye kakra ya yesu akra ye nu babia no any training de ma ye ka kire o say o ye lawyer there's a way that you have to talk anything no a lawyer like Richard Dami
Godfrey
Dami owo experience in fact we dia timikra ba di attorney general there or enough experience to talk in a certain way to convince you for him to say na oni no hwe no akeka lawyer bia betimi aka sa asem ni bi because ono so okokoto a obe prove says can say dem make kachiro no say Joanna na the man na first na the opponent lawyer bebusa ne say now ye adwuma be obebo adwuma na oye say adwuma na aye no ebedwumi amawa ene say sika no ebe next question and okay so obetumi and kra na can we get records na ye tua oka no ma any says kana na ebia ye go back to wadwuma mu a ye ko check records na ye tua o says sika no oji says sika na wo de ko to bank ho sa records ni nyina ho enti nye de wo de wano be ka keke no na ebe ma ye hu se o ka no kra na o ka no kra enti me fan say a lawyer talk and he has experience as a lawyer into obeka in the way for the public ebe corner side and as on be sympathize with him engineer okasa asa na emunye du e paper ne so sa unless ebi o can be before for court because no ankasa de emunye du kra
now also can and press release no I think point 4 no can say assembly the one court so adentina oba betina delay show akan
no oba delay show no wa maso be kan court asem oba se ensem bi amanfo kan fa ne ho a enim ebi okra eni court no eno obeyi ano eno ntino ono as a lawyer ne de se ena make na yese okama eyese onim de oye onim wa ntino obe kan polish na ma obe say asem e wo court na watimi aba abonte abeka no asem no ye die wie eko appeal like okan or na asem no appeal no enye afine the new evidence eko ye nko se ni amakwe de okotena delay show ni ntino wa asem ye de kofie da bi evidence wo ho dada no eno an ye kohwemu di ajaji ntino de no obekan ya eni ho dada afi na obekan eni nti e cause damage na ye bibi but a lawyer as or can be and all kind of meanwhile as a lawyer onim with all the experience and being even as high as being the attorney general onim say appeal court on evidence is already there. And besides Joanna na mo nkasa no mo won krofo mo kasa ma no enti aden on the mo ntimi nkasa bi
okay
aden ti no on de ono ntimi nkasa bi ba Joanna no won krofo mo kasa ma no obi aba so ye ne cousin o kasa ma no uko TikTok de a ene buburu ja
supporters
o ma ebi kra ye wo Joanna na so mu gina o time a o kope na ebi a o mu na ye between na e mo ka bo mu etimi chire mu school a mo koye eni hwan nyina enu de unka bibia nkyere sankofo ni se asam ne wo court ntima mo nka bi munyai ba ono ni kan bi de o se wo court ntino se de wa ba begina bontin kan no enye wo legal talk
okay
eno experience lawyer ntino I'm not surprised or bekasasa
all right yeah. And the FNC I say Akabebre. Chemo, thank you very much, and also thank you for watching. This is the Real Talk on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Desert Ishan, and to the producers of the show, Fear Shaki and Vendetta, aka Kofi on it. We are out of here.
Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day